Hey, thanks for joining me today. So the concept for today is breadth versus depth. Is it better to study a bunch of different technologies, get a bunch of different certifications in different cloud platforms, and different cybersecurity platforms, and different software platforms? Or is it better to stick to one area, focus on that area, and go in depth and get deep into that technology? We'll talk about both and see which one is best for you. Everybody's situation will be different. For me, I decided that I would go in depth in a particular area of technology and gain a better understanding so that I would be able to have better application of that technology, of that platform. So, if you've been doing research in technology, you will know that there are so many different areas that you can get into. It's easy to get lost in the sauce. You have cybersecurity. You have different cloud platforms. You have different software platforms. There are a bunch of different programming languages. So depending on what area you want to go to, you will have to find what is best for you. Cybersecurity, there are a bunch of different certifications in a bunch of different cybersecurity platforms. Some recommend others, some think others are best. So for example, you have CompTIA Plus security certification, you have ISC, you have ISACA, you have CompTIA, CISSP, you have Certified Ethical Hacker, and there are others that I haven't even mentioned. And keep in mind, some of these exams for these certifications can be extremely difficult. For example, to become a certified ethical hacker, you will have to take a 125 question exam that has a 4-hour time limit. Sheesh. Talk about difficult. You also can get into the different cloud platforms that are available. You have Google. They have their own suite of certifications to get certified. You have Amazon's AWS. They have their own suite of certifications to get certified. You have Salesforce, ServiceNow, Oracle, Microsoft Azure. These are all different cloud platforms, and it's up to you. You can get a foundation or entry-level certification from each one, but I don't recommend that because you don't really become a subject matter expert like that. You just have a general understanding of that platform, of that cloud platform. You don't really gain the hands-on knowledge and the application that is necessary to really land a job with just a foundation level certification. But if you wanted to, you could, and you can see where that gets you in the door. Now, the good thing about Google certificates is that they have a free training available that you can take online. It's self-paced, so you do it at your time, and there's no cost. There may be a cost to take the exam, but for the actual course and program, it's free. Google offers certificates in IT support, project management, data analytics, UX design, and digital marketing and e-commerce. For the Google certificates, they suggest about 6 months time to complete it, dedicating about 10 hours a week. But then again, it's self-paced, so you can go faster if you want and decrease that time. You can dedicate more hours to it a week. That's up to you. Amazon, they have their own learning paths that you can choose from. For example, there's AWS Architect, AWS Data, AWS Developer, AWS DevOps, AWS Machine Learning, AWS Security. Microsoft Azure, they also have their own learning path. You can become an Azure Architect, you can be Azure Data, there's Azure Development, Azure DevOps, Azure Security, there's Salesforce with their path as well. You can be a certified Salesforce administrator, certified Salesforce advanced administrator, certified Salesforce Sales Cloud consultant, and there are many others. So as you see, it can get hectic if you try to spread your certifications around and try to get them in all, a bunch of different platforms. It's better to go in depth, in my opinion. When you go in depth, you'll be able to master and have a better grasp of the concepts of that platform. Then and if you are into coding and programming, then you have a plethora of programming languages to choose from. Now keep in mind, it's a good idea to combine learning certain programming languages together. For example, HTML, CSS, JavaScript would be a suite of programming languages that you would want to learn together in that order. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's just a good way to get a better grasp of the understanding of that programming language and technology. And that's what I've chosen to do, is stick with a certain cloud platform and get in depth in that area, so I can get a better understanding, I can master it, and I can really have a good command of the platform. That way I can apply it much better and actually work in it. So when I go to a job interview, I will know what I'm actually talking about. When they look at my resume, they'll see that I have a good knowledge of the concepts of that platform, and that I'll be able to apply it if I'm asked to do a whiteboard for an interview, or if I'm asked to take an assessment. I will be much more comfortable to do that because I've gone in depth. Now don't get me wrong, once I am comfortable into a place where feel like I have enough knowledge and understanding and a good grasp of a certain platform, then yes, I might move around, because I want to also gain experience and understanding in other areas, and I don't want to put my eggs in one basket, so to say. But if you're just starting out, I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend going all around trying to get different certifications in different areas in the beginning. I recommend go ahead, focus on one area, focus on one platform, gain that understanding, gain the hands-on experience that you need, so that you'll be able to have a good command of that platform.